Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido, California. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. I know mine has been, and it's just been an awesome, awesome, awesome day. As some of you may know from your Facebook pages, it is my birthday today. So I have, I'm still trying to find a birthday tradition, and I didn't find one, but I still had a really super fantastic sparkling day with Zeffy, and we're out and about, and it was great. So guess what? I have a James Bond connection. I bet you didn't know that, unless of course you know about actors and birthdays. So what is my James Bond connection? This is one thing I didn't talk about in my James Bond movie fest, because I wanted to save it for today. And there's a reason I wanted to save it for today. It is because I share a birthday with Dame Judi Dench, who played M for several movies, so of the James Bond movies. So that is my James Bond connection. I also share a birthday with Kirk Douglas, who turns 103 today. Can you imagine that? 103. Isn't that awesome? Can you imagine just sitting down and listening to his life story? I mean, how cool would that be? I also share a birthday with, so let's see, Kirk Douglas is 103 today. Dame Judi Dench, who is my James Bond connection, is 85. I mean, she looks fantastic for somebody who's 85. Beau Bridges is 78 today. Michael Dorn, and if you don't know who he is, he played Wolf on the in the Star Trek, oh jeepers, with Jean-Luc Picard. Whichever series of Star Trek that was, he played Wolf. So, and he's 67 today. And my very favorite person I get to share a birthday with, besides some friends and clients, I actually do share birthday with, I have 2 birthday clients. We'll get to that story in a minute. But my absolute favorite celebrity that I share a birthday with is Donny Osmond. And he's 62 today. And then you come to me and I'm 53. So, but yeah, I've been a huge, huge, huge fan of Donny Osmond since I was knee-high to, since I knew who he was, and I was probably about 6 or 7. And I'd always liked the color purple, and then I found out it was his favorite color. I was like, oh, and he always wore purple socks, and yeah, it got a whole purple thing going. And actually, I was talking with one of my birthday sisters today, who happens to be a business development manager for one of the cruise lines that I work with. We inadvertently found out that we both had the same birthday when we were recording. It was December the 8th, 2016, because it was coming up to my 50th, but it was the day before my 50th birthday. And so Jackie and I were sitting there talking, and she was on there representing Oceania and was talking about the Oceania cruise that she went on. And she said, in fact, I remember it clearly because it will be a year ago tomorrow on my birthday when we boarded the ship. Now, we're 3/4 of the way through recording this podcast, and I go, whoa, your birthday is tomorrow? And she said, yeah, December the 9th. And I'm like, no freaking way. And she's like, why, is your birthday December the 9th? I went, yes. She said, well, I'll be 47. And I said, well, I'll be 50. So happy 50th birthday, Jackie. It's your 50th today. Then, so that was 2016. In 2011, Brad and I did a Christmas River cruise that started in Prague with 2 nights in Prague. Then they bussed us down to Nuremberg, where we hopped on one of Armour Waterways. Which one was it? Total mind blank on the name of the ship. But anyway, we hopped on the Armour Waterway ship in Nuremberg and went all the way down to Budapest. And the night we boarded the ship was my 45th birthday. And so we're sitting there with, we're talking with 2 other couples at the captain's reception that evening. And then they announced dinner was ready. And so one of the ladies Susan from one of the other couples said, oh, do you mind if we continue have dinner together? And we're like, no, that's okay. And so I ended up sitting across from this lady called Mo. And so we're all sitting there having this general chit chat and all this, and I knew something was going to happen because I had the choice of doing the 9th or the 16th for this cruise. And I told them I'm choosing the 9th because it's my birthday. And they said, do you mind if we make a fuss? I said, absolutely not. I love a fuss is being made on my birthday. It's the only day I want people to fuss about me is my birthday. So she said, okay, you have to stay through dessert. I'm like, okay. So we were sitting there having dinner, and then all of a sudden the lights dim, and they bring over this birthday cake with this Roman candle fireworks sticking out of the middle of the cake, and they put it in front of Mo. And we're like, oh, is it your birthday? She said, yes, it's my, and she goes, yes, it's my birthday today. I'm like, oh, well, happy birthday. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, jeepers, this is going to be fun. And then they brought out my cake, again with the Roman candle on as well. And they go, "Oh my gosh, is it your birthday too?" And I was like, "Yes, it's my birthday as well." And so most said, "Well, I'm 60 today." And I said, "Well, I'm 45." And so that was my first time meeting a birthday sister. And then of course, in December 2016, I got to find out that it was Jackie's birthday as well, and that she's 3 years younger than me. And then I booked clients on a trip to Europe, and their daughter is also December the 9th, so she's turning 12 today. And then I had a client that was on a group cruise that we did, and his birthday is today as well. So lots of people having birthdays, but my James Bond connection is the same day as Judi Dench's birthday as well, and she's 85 today, and Kirk Douglas 103, Beau Bridges 78, Michael Dorn 67, and the fabulous Donny Osmond at 62. And somebody's written here, Jean-Luc Picard, Star Trek Next Generation. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate that. Yes, Puppy Love, one of my favorite songs. You wouldn't believe how often I sing that song. It just pops into my head every now and again, and I had it going through my head the day I adopted Zephy. So that is my James Bond connection, is that I share a birthday with somebody who played M in the movie. And so I've had a great day. I did have to get up early, so kind of early, because it's my birthday and I like to sleep in on my birthday, but I didn't get to sleep in that much today because I had to be on a call at 6 a.m. this morning. Yes, you heard that right. I had a call at 6 a.m. Somebody on the West Coast, it was my cruise planner's business coach, and I don't mind doing the early morning calls at 6 o'clock in the morning. And so I got up and did that, and I'd let Zephy out of the crate before I did that, and I go back. I was thinking, I'm just going to get up, do this call, and go back to bed, which is exactly what I did, because I didn't go to sleep till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've been up all night, almost the night. I've been I actually got caught up watching Virgin River. It's a Netflix series, I think it is. And I ended up watching all 10 episodes of the first season yesterday, and it wasn't bad. Mind you, I sat there and watched 10 seasons, so what can I say? But I finished that just after midnight, and then went and read for a bit. So it was like 1:30 before I turned out the lights, and so I figured I'm going to get up, do my call, and go back to bed. So I let Zephy out of her crate. She went and hopped up on the bed and kept it nice and warm for me. I did my call, and then just got up and went and crawled back into bed. And then we finally surfaced like around 10:30 this morning. It was awesome. Dozed on and off. Oops, totally forgot to turn my phone off before doing this. Got to doze on and off for a little bit, read for a little bit, and then I said to Zephy, I said, "Come on, it's time to get up and go for a walk." And so we went and did our walk, and then we came back and did a bare minimum of work that had to be done today. I like bare minimums sometimes, but and then watched this couple trying to back their fifth wheel into a very tight space, 3 spaces down. And then I thought, I've got to get out of here. It's my birthday. I cannot spend it all tied up in sparkles today. I've got to go out and do something. I thought, oh, hang on. I have a free medium sub from Firehouse Subs. And if you have not been to Firehouse Subs, they are awesome subs. They are better than Subway, better than Mike Jersey's. They are great subs. Normally when I go to Subway, I have to ask for double meat, and it's still not enough. And I get this meat one from Firehouse Subs, and it's a sub place that was started by firemen, and they have a lot of their proceeds go back towards the fire departments in the local areas. And so I thought, oh, they notified me I had a free sub. Yes, I'll go pick up my free sub and have it for my birthday, since I haven't had that for a long time. And so I was looking forward to that. And their meat sub has more meat in it than the Subway's double meat sub with double meat in it. If that makes sense. It has a lot of meat. So so I went over, and the only one I knew of was an Encinitas. So I drove over there, and I thought, well, I'll grab my mail while I'm over here, because it's close to Solana Beach, and I still have my Solana Beach address for another couple of months. So went there, and they've moved. I was like, no. I was like, oh, I don't really want to figure out where they've gone and have to go there. And Chick-fil-A happened to be right there. And I figured, let's go have Chick-fil-A. I haven't done that for a long time. So I had Chick-fil-A, and they're in the line. And of course, they had this big poster, right there, because they had these two. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting I've got a pulled muscle on one side. And I suddenly start moving the arm, and then it suddenly catches up with me. They have one of those big posters on the island in between. So they've got 2 islands to take in the orders, and you merge into one. And in the middle of it, they had this big poster that said they had, what was it? A peppermint chocolate chip shake. Peppermint chocolate. Yeah, that sounds about right. And so I thought, it's my birthday. So I ordered one of those. It was awesome. If you want a really good peppermint shake with chocolate chips, you got to go to Chick-fil-A and get their peppermint chocolate chip shakes. They were really, really good. It was really, really good. And I sort of thought maybe I should have ordered a large one because it was really, really good. And I could have easily, and I polished off the small one so quickly. I was like, that's it? Oh, I should have got a large. But that's okay. And so we went and got the mail, went and had that for lunch, went to the PetSmart here in Escondido because I've got the coupon because I adopted Zeffie through one of the organizations that work with PetSmart. I get a book with all these different discounts and stuff and I get 30-minute private training. I thought, well, let me go get that booked. So I ended up booking the 30-minute private training and booking Zeffie in for 6 weeks of classes starting this Saturday. So she is about to embark on her formal training. We've been doing informal training with her. And one of the things we're going to work on in the private session is separation anxiety, which she has a ton of, the poor thing. She keeps thinking she's abandoned. She doesn't like me walking out of the room, but it's okay for her to walk out of the room because she knows where I am. But if I walk out of the room, she's like, no, this is not good. Yeah, so if I walk out of her sight, it's not a good thing. She starts whining. If she walks out of my sight, it's fine. So we got to work on that. So yes, that's going to be good to get her some training before we go on the road because I want to get her trained to come on command, to wait, to sit, to stay, all that sort of stuff, and try and stop her jumping up on everyone. But the trainer that I spoke with is I actually had a recommendation from another customer who was, while I was waiting to talk to somebody about training, I said, oh, you go ahead. I want to talk about training, so I'm going to be a while. And he was there to pick up his dog from the daycare. And he says, oh, you need to go and talk to the girl up on checkout number 1 up there because that's their trainer and she's awesome. He said, she's taking my dog through training. Our dog is awesome with the training and everything else. And so I had a third-party validation about this trainer and I went up there, liked her immediately. Zeffie sat there quietly waiting for a treat and she said, can I give her one? I said, nope. I said, does it have grain in it? She says, I don't know. I said, well, grains right now, we're finding that some of the grains are not agreeing with her digestive system. She says, in that case, I won't give it to her. And she puts it away. You should have seen Zeffie's face, just dropped. Poor dog. So we did all that and just drove around for a little bit and then decided, I was getting tired. I was like, yeah, just got to go back to Sparkles and we're going to take a nap. We haven't taken our nap yet because we get back, find out not only did the RV get into the parking space it was trying to get into the site that was trying to get to when we left, there was one also next to it that had just arrived as well. And just arrived because they were still pulling stuff out and putting their levels down and all that sort of thing. So I miss the entertainment of that because watching people back the fifth wheels in is entertaining from my perspective, but probably very frustrating from their perspective because of how long it takes. Yeah, it's a process watching those things getting backed in. Let's see. And then I got on Facebook, and I saw all these messages. And I have to say, my phone has been blowing up all day with text messages, with Facebook messages, with emails, with people calling me, with video chats. And then I come in and I find all these messages on my timeline on Facebook. So I just have to say a huge thank you. Oh, and then I got my mail and stack of cards here. That's just one of the stacks. The other one's over there. Got a huge stack of cards in the mail. Some of them were Christmas, some of them were birthday. And see, that's the problem with having a birthday in December, is when I get cards in the mail, are they Christmas cards or are they birthday cards? So what I do is I put them all aside and I start opening them on my birthday. That way I can then separate them into 2 piles so I know who sent me birthday cards, who sent me Christmas cards, and who I've got to send thank you messages to and all that sort of stuff. So thank you everyone for all of the birthday wishes, all the messages, everything else that has been truly, truly appreciated. Some have made me laugh, some have made me cry, but have all been heartfelt. Thank you. And I think I have said thank you to everybody that had posted on my Facebook timeline earlier today. I think I've got all the ones on LinkedIn as well. There's been a lot coming in and it's just truly blown me away. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have got a heart full of gratitude today. And so it's very definitely been a super fantastic sparkling birthday. Definitely one of the better ones since Brad passed. I didn't have to go and experience Seas Candy. Although last year's one, I can't quite compete with that since I was on a cruise ship. I did board Carnival Horizon this day a year ago. and went sailing around the Caribbean on that. So, but as far as not being on a cruise ship goes, I am full of gratitude, with so much love and gratitude for everybody that has participated, that has wished me happy birthday. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And that's it from me. Oh, one other, no, I'm not going to, I'm going to do a post about that one. I'm not going to do a Facebook Live about that one. I might get too upset. But anyway, yes, so thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes. Truly, truly appreciate it. It's been an awesome day of basically doing nothing. It was kind of like a Sunday R&R day, but I didn't want to stay in Sparkles, so we went out for a drive around the afternoon. Oh, and poor Zeffie got car sick again today. She doesn't like the windy roads. And that's in a car, so she's a lot more movement in that. So it's going to be interesting to see when we hit the roads and do the longer road journeys with Sparkles, to see how she does with that. So yeah, that will be interesting to see. But thankfully it's not liquid, it's solid stuff, so it's really easy to clean up. And she looked so forlorn when she threw up. She threw up and then she just sat there and put her head down between her legs and just gave me the sad puppy dog. And I said, it's okay. It's okay. So and once I got it cleaned up, and then when I got it all cleaned up and everything else, I got such enthusiastic kisses all over my face from her. And then we went for a walk inside PetSmart. So yeah. But anyway, thank you all for the birthday wishes. Truly appreciated. Have a super fantastic sparkling day. I know I have. What's tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Tuesday. What have I got on tomorrow? Oh, I have a full day tomorrow. That's going to be, I got a busy day tomorrow, but it's going to be fun. I have a goal. That I have to get within 30 days before, was it 30 days from Saturday, where I have to get 4 email campaign, no, hang on. A 4 email campaign set up and running using 2 different mailing lists, and I specified which lists they were before then, so I can then get my chairs that I wanted to get for my birthday. Because I got these zero gravity chairs that I want to get that will fold up and fit in one of the underlockers under the RV. And I want 2 of them, because you can't just have 1 chair, because then it's advertising the fact that you're traveling solo. So I want 2 chairs, the zero gravity one, so I can kick back and relax. Zeffie can stay in the other one unless I have company come visit and they want to sit in one, then that's fine too. So I have these 2 chairs in mind, and I was going to get them for my birthday. And then I decided, nope, I'm going to push it off and wait until I accomplish my goal. So I have a 30-day goal that I have to go do, and it's going to take up a good portion of the next 30 days to get this thing done. So I'm putting the pressure on by adding in dog training in there as well. I will get it done. Because I so desperately need chairs for the outside for when I'm in the RV. Sitting on the grass in some places just doesn't work, because some places have ants and you get ants walking up onto your blanket and onto your feet and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I want the chairs. It's as simple as that. I need the chairs. So that's going to be my reward to myself for getting my goal done. So what goal? Set yourself a 30-day goal. Set yourself a 30-day goal that is going to stretch you a little bit, and go for it. And then find something to reward yourself with. But what happens if you don't achieve it? If I don't achieve it, I have to break my really cool coffee mug. I have this coffee mug. There's not much to it. It was given to me by a Royal Caribbean business development manager. It had the Royal Caribbean logo on it and all this writing, everything else, and most of it's fitted off, because that's how much I use it. I have 4 other coffee mugs up in my thing that's part of the dining set that I got for the RV. I don't use those at all. I think my parents use them. I just use my coffee mug. It's the only breakable crockery thing I think I have in the RV, because I didn't want to leave that behind. It had to come in the RV with me, and I had to figure out a way to pack the cupboards so it would be okay and wouldn't get broken with the bouncing around and everything. So yes, that's a very special coffee mug, and it's the only one that I use when I'm drinking tea or coffee in my RV, and I get very upset if somebody else tries to use it, like very upset. Like I told my mother, you can't use that cup, because my mum went to use it for her, and I went, yeah, no, can't use it, that's mine. So yeah, so anyway, I have to, if I don't achieve my goal, I've got to break it. So I want my chairs. It's as simple as that. I'm just going for my chairs. I'm not thinking about having to break my coffee mug. I want my chairs, and I'm going for my chairs. So in less than 30 days, you will see me with my new chairs. There you go. I'm holding myself accountable to everybody who watches my Facebook Lives. I am out of here. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there's been lots of comments coming in. Thank you all for joining today. I appreciate that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. Puppy love. Yes. And they called it puppy love. Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek. Yes, that's one that Michael Dorn was playing Wolf in, and it's his birthday today. He was, what did I write down? 67 today. Another happy birthday. Make it so. Yes, Jean, it has definitely been made so. That goal is done. In my mind, it is done. I just have to physically do it. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Hei konera.